got my nigga leaning, now you swerving. Hit the plug, re-up for another. Purple haze, got my nigga leaning, now you swerving. Hit the plug, re-up for another serving. Push, push, roll
A shot from earlier as the Miami team bus arrived at the arena. The players gearing up for a tough contest away from home. Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Well, we know Anthony Davis is a monster around the rim, but he's looking to expand his comfort zone. He said, quote, I want to be able to stretch the floor. As a big, that's where the game's going. If I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. No hesitation. Guys, he's got the range.
Oh, no doubt about that, Allie. Thank you. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Dragic will run point with Robinson at the 2. In at forward, it's Butler with Crowder, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. Well, Grant, these teams boast quality depth. As a starter, what's it like having a great bench behind you?
Having a is everything. First of all, having a great bench, you have productive practices where you continue to push each other throughout the season. But most importantly, the season, the wear and tear as a result of 82 games, having a bench can help you win games and save you and only enhance your efforts and your performance throughout the season. So teams that have depth have a chance for great success.
James with the ball. Outside Davis. Off target with the 3. And here's Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Inside. And the basket by Dragic.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Green against Robinson. Fires from the wing. And it's Green missing. Dragic outside. Outside Robinson. James against Dragic. 5 to shoot. Rejected by James.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Butler covering from the arc. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, you know, every season LeBron James, he adds another year just like we all do and everybody else in the league does. But it seems like his play has yet to fall off, which is absolutely remarkable. To me, he's the embodiment of the 21st century big-time NBAer, but also the fountain of youth. It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. And again, no good by the Lakers. Takes the 3. Butler, that one's good. Butler's got 5. And Clark, many were unsure of how LeBron would hold up playing in the West for the Lakers. He's as strong as ever, man.
Yeah, you know, that was a question mark and something that we all were interested in seeing, but still logging heavy minutes and taking punishment, attacking the rim, and still getting it done at the highest of levels. Just remarkable. I mean, you've got to give him tons of credit for his mindset, his conditioning, the way he prepared for the season, and the nature of his game. I mean, his game is athletic, and it's also cerebral.
failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now, here is James. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
LeBron can score from anywhere, but he's most effective close to the hoop. Very skilled in the paint.
Left side, Butler. And he lobs it up to the rim. And finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Green. Robinson defending. On the attack, Green. And stolen by Dragic. Fast break. Here come the Heat. And here's Butler outside. Offensive rebound. Heat. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here is James. Pass to Howard. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And here's Adebayo, guarded by Howard from 13. That one a little long. The Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the floor. Here's Caldwell Pope. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Crowder grabs the miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Butler finds Dragic. Crowder outside. Pass to Adebayo. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's James. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Pass to Dragic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's James. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Over the years, his catch-and-shoot jumper has gotten so much better. You can tell LeBron's really worked on that part of his game.
Now here's Dragic. Now Robinson. Back to Dragic.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Pass to James. Back to Green from behind the arc. The shot's good on the assist by James.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Butler with the ball. Does it for the first quarter. Heat out in front. They lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
The Heat with the lead. Setting the floor for the Heat. Dragic and Hero, the backcourt. Derek Jones is out there with Kelly Olynyk. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. The shot's good. Dragic has got his second bucket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now here's Kuzma. Iguodala defending. Nice shot by Morris. Morris has got his first points of the game.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And here's Olynyk. Pass to Hero. All right, Grant, looking around the league right now, is there anyone who stands out as being vastly underrated?
Wow, there are a few, but one player that I really like is Bam Adebayo. Now, we know he made the All-Star game last season, and rightfully so, but I think his impact on the floor defensively, his athleticism, his playmaking ability, his ability to knock down the mid-range shot and finish at the rim is very, very underrated. I love this young man's game, and he has a bright future in front of him.
Makes everybody better, too.
Exactly.
The Lakers with the ball, following the bucket by the Heat. McGee a screen. Kuzma drives in. Second chance shot. It's tipped. Here's Iguodala. Hero outside. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Kuzma. Shoots over Hero. Back to Rondo. Misses off the right iron.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Hero. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Kuzma. They trail by 6. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And the free throw, no good.
Well, you look at Kuzma, the 27th overall pick in the NBA draft, guys, a multi-talented, confident forward with impressive skill and potential. You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Back to Rondo, pass to Caruso. That one, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Hero outside. Back to Iguodala. And here's Hero. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Hero's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Kuzma with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Got a piece of it. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
No good on that one. And some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Caruso. And LeBron subbed in for Rondo. And he's good on the second. And the Lakers have possession, trailing by 8. It's James on the wing. The fader. The Lakers with another miss.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Should have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Kuzma, and Miami with a change here too. Robinson's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Butler outside. Rebound by the Lakers.
And some people question Butler when he chose Miami over the 76ers. Many thought he wasn't going to a contender. It turned out Butler knew exactly what he was doing.
And there's Howard. That one's good on the assist by Green.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Hero with it. Working on Green. Pass to Butler. Rebounded by Green. Thinking of Butler in Miami, in hindsight, it was an obvious fit.
Yeah, B.A., the competitive culture of Miami blended in with Jimmy Butler. I mean, it was a match made in heaven, and Butler has been nothing but fantastic as he's elevated this team.
Now here's Butler. He's got 5. Drills it from deep.
And Butler knows he's got the green light to shoot whenever he wants to, especially when it's a catch-and-shoot situation.
Now, here is James. He's covered closely. Uses the glass on the layup. James has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Now here's Hero. Pass to Butler. Screen by Robinson. Blocked!
Helps to have a shooting guard who can block shots. A real bonus, and Caldwell Pope does a nice job at stiff-arming shooting.
Now, here is James. He's guarded by Hero. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Oh, he is all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make the play.
.40 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Butler. And he's going for the lob.
Don't think you're going to get a better look than that, and it's Butler who makes it possible with an excellent feed.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. James outside. .6 on the shot clock. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. With 1 on the clock. No good there. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat out in front, up 9. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Things were going Miami's way from the beginning. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their bellies as they started things out on a 7-0 run. Once they got on the scoreboard, they were relentless at staying out in front, never once letting the lead change hands. Then in a hard-fought second quarter, they more than held their own, increasing their advantage to finish up 9 at the break. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
You know what? They had a pretty good balance out there. Good work on offense, nice effort defensively. It'll be interesting to see how the second half plays out, though, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, the bench was really outscored, and that hurt them. They didn't get any extra spark that sometimes can energize an offense. Instead, the starters had to carry their load, and that's a big reason why they fell behind. The bench almost has to score something in the second half for this team to win.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Jimmy Butler displaying his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The Heat with the lead. LeBron and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dwight Howard out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting only 35% so far. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to James. Here's Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drives in. And he gets the bucket. Grant, you played 19 years in the NBA, but you had some serious injuries in your career as well. To what extent has modern medicine enabled players to extend their careers, you think?
Yeah, where was this modern medicine 20 years ago? Would have made my life a whole lot easier, but you were so spot on. Today, there's such an emphasis on taking care of players, making sure they recover. There's a sophistication with the training staffs and the sports science applied to it. And so now these players are coming into the league at a younger age and are being able to extend their careers for a lengthy time. And so I'm all for it. I love the idea of resting guys. I think big picture, protecting players and their livelihood is in their best interest, and it's a good thing.
And the basket by Dragic.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Green. Here's Caldwell Pope. And Dwight Howard picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers with some changes. McGee, he's checked in for Howard. Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Rondo in for Green. Iguodala's checked in for Miami. For Miami, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. All right, a guy like Caldwell Pope, it seems the less you ask him to do, the more he delivers.
So true. I mean, when he doesn't have to carry an offensive load, he's a much more efficient player. He's that wild card factor for this team. He's learning what his limits are and how to play to his strengths.
Morris, he's checked in for the Lakers. Caruso comes in for James. Olenek's checked in for Miami. Jones comes in for Crowder.
One shot.
You know, Butler came into the NBA a tad under the radar. I mean, he was the last pick of the 1st round back in 2011. Didn't play much at first, but once he got his opportunity, his career took off and took off fast.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Fast break Miami. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And that one misses. And for the Lakers, they're shooting just around 36%. Not the best execution. Pass to McGee. To end the run. That shot off. And Miami the other way now. Iguodala with the ball. And it's McGee picking up.
Oh, wow.
Down the way.
With the story.
Man, I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
The Lakers call timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And so it's the Lakers with it. 19-point game. Pass to Kuzma. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Jimmy Butler.
You know, when Kuzma plays with that kind of tenacity, he's going to make defenders foul. He's a real force in this league, folks.
Shoot my shot like an archer from the vantage point. She dodging from someday. I give her something that she can't avoid. See, I'm thirsty for. She could quench it quick.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, your induction into the Hall of Fame in 2018, it was awesome to see. A huge honor, and it speaks volumes about your career.
And thank you, Brian. And truly, it was an incredible honor. I get chills now still thinking about it. It's one of those things as a player you never really aim for. It's never a goal of yours to make the Hall of Fame one day. But once that opportunity happens, and you go through the enshrinement process, it really just validates you, validates your entire career. And so what an honor, and I'm just so grateful to be in rarefied air along with all the other great Hall of Famers.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And he lobs it up, and McGee with the stuff.
This kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Iguodala outside. Pass to Hero. Outside Butler. That's his 6 make and 11 tries.
Good looking shot there from Butler, showing off the nice touch.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And here's McGee. Now here's Kuzma. Knocks it down from distance.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Hero. Butler up top, defended by Kuzma. Butler can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Rondo. Here's Caruso. Back to Rondo for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Rondo, he's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Hero. There's a minute 26 left in the third. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Tyler Hero on the line. They'll pin that one on Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers with some changes. Davis, he's checked in for McGee. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Morris.
One shot.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Outside, Rondo. Now Butler. 15 points in the game. Iguodala with the ball. Back to Hero. Pass to Butler. Driving inside. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Rajon Rondo.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Butler. And the Lakers with some changes. Green comes in for Caruso, and James is subbed in for Rondo. Butler hits them both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now here's Green. Kuzma outside. Pass to James. From outside the arc. It's Kuzma with the miss. The Heat have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Hero outside. Here's Butler. Shot clock at 6. And it's Butler with the jam.
Dunking is easy for Jimmy Butler. He's an athlete, he's got good size, and he knows how to use that vertical of his to throw it down.
And here's James. Outside, Green. To stop the run. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Heat leading by 17. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And let's take a look at Miami. Crowder and Adebayo together down low. Dragic will run point with Robinson at the 2. And it's Hero in at the 3. Small forward. Connects from downtown.
Boy, LeBron's vision is second to none, and his decision-making just as good. Slick pass there.
Pass to Adebayo. Hero outside. Here's Crowder. Back to Dragic. Here's Adebayo. Guarded by Howard. There's the block.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
James with the ball. Back to Davis. Davis drawing the double team. Fires for 3. And LeBron James gets the 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Hero. And Adebayo slams it in.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
The Heat making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in.
One shot.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Now here's Green. Outside Davis to the paint. That one's good from James on the assist by Davis.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop LeBron. I mean, he's strong, and when he gets up ahead of steam, he's a freight train.
Pass to Crowder. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile.
It's simple. I mean, when you're behind in the game, that's what you got to do. Contest every shot.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's Green. Davis finds James. Back to Davis. Goes up from the top of the key. Miami grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Now here's Dragic. Crowder outside. And it's Iguodala off the drive. And that'll be Miami's ball as it goes out of bounds. Heat able to keep the possession.
When I come with a chopped cheese or a bacon, egg, and cheese, don't say PC, bro, PC, bro. No, nigga, don't say none of that to me, nigga. Let me eat my food.
It's stolen by Howard. They're running. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Davis, such a terror in the open court with his size and speed. That's a really lethal combination.
Miami calls timeout.
Hey, it's been a little bit like Back to the Future with Dwight Howard. What a season this guy had last year. Returns to LA, finds himself in an ideal situation. While he's not putting up huge numbers, his impact is very large.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Back to Adebayo. Dragic outside. Adebayo, a screen on James. 4 on the clock. Shakes him. And it's Dragic with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 12.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
And the shot goes in.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
Dragic outside. Here's Iguodala. Second shot opportunity. Off the window. It's good.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Now, here is James. Davis with a screen on Dragic. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Par for the course for James. I mean, he forces his man to overcommit, gets the bucket, and draws the foul.
Butler's checked in for Iguodala.
You don't understand. Like, no, like, listen. Wouldn't you want to be this guy? Wouldn't you want this, James?
That free throw, good from James.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Now here's Butler. And Davis with the block. And the bucket is good. Adebayo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Give Adebayo all the credit. The D was there, but he was just determined to score.
James with the ball, guarded by Adebayo from 13. And it's Miami with a rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. From the right block, and that one's long. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Got a piece of it, and that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers able to keep the possession. Hero, he's checked in for Miami. James against Dragic. Now James. The Lakers with another miss.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Adebayo, a screen on James. On the attack, Hero. And Davis with the block.
Davis's anticipation and timing. So good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot-blocking machine.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
James against Butler. Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Heat.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
Hero, no good. And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 11. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Don't give a fuck about the shit that you sold. Don't give a fuck about your gang cause they I be with double and soul. Whoa.
Got my nigga leaning, now he swerving. Hit the plug, free up for another serving. Push it, roll it down and blow it down. Push it, roll it down and blow it down.
That free throw no good. So both teams making some changes here. And the second of 2 is good, and that brings him within 10.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Pass to Silva. There's a screen. Here's Iguodala going inside. Got a hand on it.
Boy, and the wingsman McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.